to interfere in this year's election, I just think is reprehensible. But that statement was made, it was a quote, not my quote. Again, I know some people don't like facts getting in the way. So, Mr. Bullard.
I just have a few statements. I first want to thank Mr. Mills, Mr. Mix, Mr. Lumbus, Logan Eddy, Miss Ann Saunders for, it's been a pleasure working with you. All too often, staff who actually works with lawyers don't receive the necessary respect or input. This is an unusual situation where you have the council members actually voting, which means if you have the votes politically, you're fine, as opposed to competence, skill, and desire. So that's just new for us. It's new for my firm, and inherently, unfortunately, it became a political situation. Now, I just want to say a few observations. Look, the decay in a body politic, it happens very slowly, very gradually. It starts with distrust among the leaders, the personal attacks, the backstabbing, and before you know it, everybody, all they care about is their own individual political gain. And that's really a tragedy, because this city needs people who really care about the citizens, totally, importantly. And as interim counsel, it's been a pleasure, because that's what I put first and foremost. I will say this: the rich and the powerful and the connected, those who can have access to the city council persons, they're not the ones who should always get the breaks, who should always get the favors, who actually ask for favors, actually ask for legislation to be voted on. We'll call the legislative body here individuals, every day, 2 or 3 times a day. And I'm just telling you, that gradually will just start to decay, slowly but surely. And I just think that you have to really be conscious of that. Now, look, I'm moving on, and you'll have other counsel. I will say that Bob Sly did warn me that this would happen, because he was treated the same way. And I didn't think it would happen. I just thought if I stayed on point and did the best I could for the city, which I believe I have done, truly and sincerely. Some of you aren't going to be around. Reasonable man, I still like you, no matter how you voted. You're a good guy. Mr. Mayor, you'll be leaving, and you have quite a history, quite a bit of knowledge, and it leaves the 3 of you. There'll probably be 2 other council persons, but still, again, I'm not here to chastise or preach or just say that I think we all deserve better in how we treat one another. I think that's very important. And to throw out allegations that basically aren't logical is hurtful, but more importantly, it harms your community. That's what it harms. I'm going to be driving back 2.5 hours to my community, right, and enjoy, the reputation and the integrity there. But for all of you, I took an oath of office too, and I've served probably longer than a number of you, right, in leadership positions. So I know that being elected is a privilege. It's not an entitlement. It doesn't make you better than anybody. As a matter of fact, it makes you more of a servant, and to be humble. And I just think that it's important to always recognize that. And again, thank you for allowing me to be of service. Thank you for allowing me to apply some talent to help you solve problems. And I truly appreciate the city, and I truly appreciate the work of the staff, okay, who I've worked with on a frequent basis. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And I just would add also. I would just add also for the record that I know in talking to Mr. Mix, Mr. Mills, and Ms. Saunders, they have had nothing but the utmost positive and respectful. I'm sure Mr. Lumbus did, but I just haven't had that discussion with him. But I know that they found you to be very responsive in a very timely manner with very good advice and opinion and direction. So on behalf of the city, thank you for doing that. So I guess we have one other act.